Brave Only Music.
Hi guys, welcome everybody that's on. Welcome for my Danish friends for the Ngode. I don't remember the other words, but those that speak French, bonjour. For the people that speak my dialect, muni bwanji, muni shani. What is going on? I hope everybody is doing great. So I received a couple of questions from a few people from my Twitter and my Instagram, and a few from my Facebook too. And with that being said, I thought that with the questions, it would be great to just do a Q&A with Angel. So today, guys, we are gonna do a Q&A. Let me drink to that. And let's get to it. So I decided to write down the questions only because it's easier for me to read the questions than to look at the phone and whatever. So let's just get into it. So the first question that I received was, are you single? Yes, I am very much single. I am not seeing anybody. I am not dating anybody. Yeah, let's drink to that. And the second question was, what's your opinion about being gay, lesbian, or transgender? So honestly, I have my own beliefs. I am a Christian, and there's so many things that you hear in the church, and I believe God is love, and I believe that as a believer that I need to share that love with everybody and love everybody equally, regardless of what they believe in or not. And I'm also a strong believer that God does not force anybody to believe in him. He is not forceful. He is so loving. He loves us so much that he even sent his only son to come and die for us. So if he did that, then I don't think he has the capacity to have hate just because you're doing something that other people think is wrong. So they have the power to decide. They have a choice, just like you have a choice to decide whether you want to be a Christian, you want to be Muslim, you want to be a Hindu, you want to be whatsoever it is that you want to practice, Judaism, whatever it might be. You have the choice to decide what you want to believe in, what you want to, what resonates with you. You have the power. Obviously, I will speak to somebody and tell them about my relationship with Jesus, but it's not really up to me to force anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. So if they decide that they want to be gay or lesbian or transgender, that is their call. As for me, it's not something that I would like to do, but I have friends and I have people around me that I work with, and I believe they are good people, they're good human beings, and as long as they're doing the right thing, it is not my duty to judge them and say, oh, you're a sinner, you're this, because I'm not any perfect than they are. I make mistakes, I sin all the time, so I don't see why I should have the power to decide whether they should be Christian or not. So it's up to them, it's their choice, so respect it. I respect it, so I believe that everybody else should. I believe everybody is entitled to an opinion, and that's fine. So that's where I stand with that topic. And the third question was, what's your preference with dating? So I'm just gonna leave this here. I keep moving it. My preference with dating is being able to relate with somebody, understand each other, be able to communicate with each other, stand on the same values. Like, I'm a Christian, and I believe that if I have a long-term partner, that we should all, have one goal. If I talk about fasting, it shouldn't be like unusual for my partner when I say, oh honey, I am gonna be fasting, and then he's just gonna be nodding his head like, what are you talking about? What is fasting? So I feel like if I decided to be in like a relationship, with me it has to be somebody that respects the fact that I pray, I fast. Some days, it's just the same goals, the same beliefs, the same, just have one goal. Like, let's be partners. I believe there are people that are together and they don't really believe in the same thing, but it's a partnership, and they have learned to communicate these things, that the other partner is okay with what the other person does. But it becomes a problem when you start raising children, for example, and let's say the other person wants to take the children to church, but the other one doesn't believe in taking kids to church. So I'm a strong believer that if you marry your partner and somebody who believes in the same values as you, it makes things much easier for you as the relationship goes forward. So that's where I stand with my preference in dating. So cheers, guys. So the fourth question that was sent to me was, why did you start a YouTube channel? I started a YouTube channel to create a legacy, to make young ladies out there that don't feel confident about themselves, that have been shamed because of their bodies, that have been told that they're not going to be anything in life because of how they looked, that have been told, oh, you are just a girl, you can't do this job, you can't do this, to remind them that they have the power and they can do anything they want to if they want to do it. And I wanted to do this just to, for my generation, to just have something different for my generation, because over the years, as I look at my life, I don't see any legacy that has been left behind that I can say, oh, this is a legacy that has been left behind, and this is what we can remember this person on. And so I want to be that person that leaves a legacy behind and leave a print on this earth, that even when I leave this world, I know for sure that I touched lives through just speaking, or just the vibration that I bring around when I'm around, the vibration that people feel, the type of energy that I bring out, just being able to be an inspiration, just being out there, just by speaking, and somebody has a little bit of joy, because not everybody is happy. And just for speaking, you realize that you give them a reason to hope. And for speaking, you realize that maybe somebody was about to commit suicide and they don't do it. And that's the reason why I started my YouTube channel, to be that person who makes a difference, not just to myself, not just for the followers, but also just for the fact that I can change one life. Even if it's just one life, that means a lot to me. Even if it's just two people and they're out there and they see that they find hope in listening to me, that is why I created the YouTube channel. So the fifth question was, name a thing you cannot leave the house without. The thing I cannot leave the house with is water. Everybody that knows me and has been close enough to be around me knows that I drink so much water. Sometimes I have like that 2 liters bottle, and it's like right beside my bed, and I wake up every morning and sometimes there's no water because I'm drinking so much water. And even when I'm going out for like a walk or anything, the first thing I think of is I need water. So I can't go out without water. Even if I'm going to a restaurant, I still carry my own water in my bag. I don't know, it's a weird thing to do, but yeah, that's how I look at it. That's the thing that I cannot walk outside of the house without. So the sixth question was, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is green. I love green. I feel like I have life just being in a green environment. Green, looking at trees and plants and anything that's just green gives me some sort of hope. So I love green. That's my favorite color. And the seventh question was, have you ever had a near-death experience? I have had a near-death experience. I need to drink wine to that. So for three times in a row, I was in three different countries, and because from my childhood, I've just told myself I can do this because of the impact that my father left on me, because he made me believe that I can be anything and I can do anything if I put my mind to. So I went out with this big head of mine, and I believe this one time we were in I think it was Johannesburg or Cape Town, I don't remember. We had like a school trip, and when we went there, they actually had a floater for the swimming pool to the hotel that we were living in. And I think we went there during Christmas time, yeah. So, we would play in the water, but with supervision. But this one time, I think we didn't have supervision and we didn't have any activities at that time. And so I went to the pool and I thought, oh, I'm smarty pants. I should, try to do this thing without the floater, without even having to learn how to swim. And so I went in the pool and I was there drowning, about to die. And thankfully my the person that we went there with, the instructor, my teacher that we had traveled with, came through. He just jumped into the pool. He didn't even care what he was wearing, and he came into the pool, and that's how he saved my life. The second, and that was really hard. Like, I was really young, by the way. That was so hard. Like, that was like, girl, you're about to die. And the second time is I think I was in Denmark, and I went to the beach, and I think I was not with my host family, because I had been in Denmark as au pair before. I was there all by myself. I think I decided to take a walk to the beach, and I got my swim stuff, and what had happened was, how the water moves you? It kept moving me. Like, I went into the water, not wanting to go into the water, but then like the water kept pulling me. And thankfully there was like a stairway, somewhere where you walk to get to the water. And thankfully I was able to hold on to it. I almost died, guys, but I came out alive, and thank God, it happened that way. And the third time was, where was I actually? I don't remember which country I was in. I think I went to Germany. I don't remember, but it was one of the countries in Europe again. Again, my host family was not there with me, and I thought I was Miss Smarty Pants, and I almost drowned. I did drown. I didn't almost drown. I did drown, and thankfully I came out of that pool, because the pool that I went to, it had like rings in the side, so like you can hold on to the rings. If you get a hold of the rings, then you can actually come out of the pool. So I was able to hold on to the rings, and I came out alive, thankfully. So yeah, those were my three near-death experiences. They all involve water. They involve swimming. Like, I don't learn my lesson, guys. And what's the 8th question? The next question was, do you love heels or flats? Guys, listen. There are times when I feel like wearing heels, and there are times when I feel like wearing flats. It's just a thing. Like, today I feel like look, it's really nice out. I just want to wear some sneakers and walk out and enjoy the weather. And there are days when I just feel like, girl, you are fine and you are a good looking girl. Wear those heels and walk out there and flaunt that thing and just feel good about yourself. And I don't really do it for anybody, but I do it for myself because the feeling is so amazing, guys. So yeah, that's how I feel about flats, and that's how I feel about heels. So the 9th question, I'm gonna take a sip before we get to the 9th question, guys. This stuff is so good. So the 9th question was, what's your favorite perfume? Oh, that's easy. My favorite perfume is Creed, and the brand to the specific Creed that I love is Aventus. I love that perfume, guys. It smells so good. I love Creed. Like, it's my favorite perfume. Like, I love it. Just know that I love it. And the 10th questions. We are at the 10th question, guys. Ooh, I hope I'm doing pretty good, and I'm being entirely honest with you guys. The question was, what's your dream job? Actually, I've had so many dream jobs from, kindergarten to high school to junior high to whatever stage of life. But like the one and most thing that I would love to do, like career-wise, that would be like my dream job. Like I still do business, but I want to be a businesswoman that influences other people to be the best version of themselves. That's my dream job, to be this entrepreneur. That's not just an entrepreneur, but an entrepreneur that brings change, not just to herself, but to the entire community. An entrepreneur that creates other jobs for other people out there, not just women, but men. An entrepreneur that is heard of in her entire country. An entrepreneur that is heard of in the entire world. An entrepreneur that when this person stands out and when they say their stuff, they know what they're talking about. That's my dream job. That's something that I would love to do. Be out there and be a difference, make a difference, help other women especially, and make them believe. Instill in them the confidence that they can, show them the path, because show them the path and let them be the best version of themselves. Sometimes it's easier to just hand out fish to people, but I want to be the person that just doesn't hand out fish to people, but actually teaches people how to fish. So that is my ultimate dream job. There's more to the business, there's more to entrepreneurship that I can talk about, but it's a topic for another day. But that's like my dream job. Yeah, I'm gonna sip on that. So the next question was, what is your favorite movie? So there is this old movie. It's called Not Without My Daughter. Not Without My Daughter. I watched that movie years ago. I can watch it today. I can watch it 100 times. I don't get tired of it. I get emotional. I get anxiety. I feel I feel so many emotions when I watch that movie. But I love that movie, and I love how the mother to that child fought so hard to get back her baby to the United States. I love how she fought. I love how she didn't give up. I love how she was strong, and she put through. I love the strength of a woman in that movie. I love it. That's my favorite movie. The next question was, what are your 3 biggest pet peeves? Okay, first of all, my biggest pet peeves are people who are late. I don't like people who are late because I don't like to be late myself. I try to be on time. Find that if we're going to a place I'm like an hour earlier or 30 minutes earlier. I would rather be early than late. So with me, it doesn't resonate very well when I have people late to anything. That's just, that's my pet peeve right there. And people being on their phones when we're talking. It doesn't matter where it is. A restaurant, in the house, wherever it might be. I don't like that. It's like a pet peeve. Like, it's just one thing I don't like. I don't like it. I don't like people who don't mind their own business. They are constantly trying to ask, oh, so what about this? Like, if somebody is not telling you something, then they just don't want you to know. And if they don't tell you about it, you shouldn't feel bitter about it. You just need to mind your own business. So I don't like people who don't mind their own business, because I mind my own business. I don't want to be in someone's space, in someone's whatever. If they choose to tell me anything, well and good. If they don't, I need to be able to accept and respect the fact that they don't want me to know. It's okay. They don't want me to know, that's fine, because I need to mind my business. They need to mind their business too. So I don't like people who don't mind their business. That's my third pet peeve. So, the 13th question was, what was this 13th question? It says, who do I wish I could kiss? Oh, that's easy. Honey, I want to kiss Tom Cruise. That might be fine, honey. Look at him. Like, he's a fine guy. Like, I want to kiss Tom Cruise. That's it. I'm done. That's it. That's it. I'm going to take a sip, guys. What was, the next question was, what was your biggest disappointment? My biggest disappointment was losing my father. I love my father, I still do. But losing him was a disappointment, it was a pain, it was something that it's still hard for me, because like my father was this person that I looked up to. This was a person that, I loved. And this was a person that stood by me day in, day out. This is the person that loved me, for me, unconditionally. This is the person that, it's hard. This is the person that was my first Valentine. This is the person that got me my first roses. He got me my first underwear, my first chocolate. He got me a lot of first things, obviously, like as a child growing up. Like, I got pretty much most of the things that I really, really wanted, and he was there as a father, not just for the things, but he was present too as a father. So that was my biggest disappointment. Yeah. Question 15. Who is the most biggest positive impact on your life? My father. That's my father. That's it. I cannot overemphasize how that man impacted my life, how he paved the way for me to know like what standard I should have when I am out there when I'm out there and a man approached me, and like in terms of like relationships, like he paved the way, like the standard to which I look when I'm approached by a man is based on who my father was and what my father did and how my father reacted. So most times if I don't see that, it's like and I know that then my partner is not necessarily gonna be my father. Let me point that out. But it is believed that for every young lady out there that has their father present, whenever they date in life, certain trends that they look for in their partner, they always look for what they saw in their father. And that's how they, pick their partner. So that's how I look at it. So that's yeah, my biggest positive, in fact, impact in life was my father. The 16th question was, what is the most important lesson you have learned? The thing that I have learned, that the most important thing that I have learned over my life, over the years in my life, correction to that, is that patience. It's patience. Like, I need to be patient regardless of what happens. I need to be patient with people. I need to be patient with myself. I need to be patient with others. I just need to be patient in general. Overreacting sometimes is the reason why people lose so many good things, because nobody wants somebody who overreacts to everything. So with me, the thing that I have learned is to be patient. And it's not something that happened overnight. Like, I just woke up, oh girl, Angel, there you go, you're patient. No, it didn't happen like that. There are days I will feel like a total shitball. I would feel like a total douchebag. I will have those feelings of doubt, but I will read my Bible and it will remind me whose child I am. It will remind me how patient God is with us. And I look at how many times God will be speaking to me and he will be patient with me, and I will be constantly saying no, 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 but he will be patient with me. And as a child of God, because God is love, God is patient, and if God is love and God is patient, and God says ye are gods and I am a representative of God, which means I need to portray patience like Jesus portrays patience. So I have learned to be patient. That's it. That's the thing that I've learned that's very important. I'm gonna sip on my wine, guys. The next question was, what was your biggest regret? Honestly, I can't think of any regrets right now. I mean, none that I can think of from the back of my head, because I believe that every situation that happens, good or bad, it happens for a reason. So for me to sit there and say, I regret this happening, then it wouldn't, if I would say I regret this happening, then the growth to my journey up to this point wouldn't make any sense. So it's because of those small things that happened in my life, the disappointments. I'm not sure about regrets, but I'm going to call them disappointments maybe. They're the reason why I am the person that I am today. If I didn't face those situations, then I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I wouldn't speak the way I speak today, because all those things up to date have groomed me, and there has been this growth within and outwards as well. So yeah, that's one thing I would say. So I don't really have like any regrets, just more like I learned from the situations that I went through, but I can't think of anything right now. Yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, hold on. Ooh, that is some good red wine, darling. And the 18th question was, what would you be happy to do all over again? The thing that I would be happy to do really is to sit down in a room with my father, listen to him talk, and speak, and listen to him tell the proverbs that he would tell us when we were growing up. The things he went through when he went to training, because my dad was in the army. He was in the military. So like, he told me so many lovely, I mean, they're not like lovely stories, but I consider them like heroic stories that I can think of, that he spoke to me about, that really changed my life. you know. So that's something I would have loved, you know. Yeah, that's something I would have loved, to just have him in a room talking to me, speaking to me, advising, challenging me, telling me you can do it, you got this, just like he did before. That's something I would love. Question 19. What's important to you? The thing that's important to me is my family, my family at large, my young brother. I love him to death. Let me not say to death. I love him to life. And my relationship with God. That's what's important to me. I'm gonna sip on that, guys. The last question, guys. Oh my God, it's the last question. I was having so much fun. I thought this would not end, but this is the last question, guys. So I hope I do well. Do you love children? Oh my God, if you know me and you have been around me for a long time, and you've just been around me and you just know me, you know that I love children. I love being around children. Thankfully, to the God be the glory. I have people that are very important to me, that have allowed me to be in their delivery rooms when they were having their babies, and that experience is so beautiful. Just to see someone bring life to this world, it's the best thing you could ever see. Like, people pass out, but like, I actually enjoy seeing someone bring life to this world. So the beginning of love starts even before the child is born. I love children. I would be speaking to a baby in the mother's womb, with permission from the mother, that is, and I'll be saying, I'll be talking to the baby. Guys, the thing is, I just love children. That's it. And I feel like my purpose in life, whatever it is that God intended for me to do, it involves a lot of children. So in the near future, you probably will see a lot of children around me. I believe that by God's grace, and in the near future, if God allows it, obviously, when I meet my partner and we have the same goals and we believe in the same things, I believe that I'm probably going to adopt kids. I mean, I'll have my own kids, but if God blesses me with them, but I still want to adopt. That's how much I love kids. Like, I love children that much. So yeah, I love kids. So to answer your questions, do you love children? I hope that answers your question, and I hope that you are satisfied with the answer that I gave. So guys, that was my last question, and I hope I did pretty good, guys. And look, I was happy to respond to those questions. The people that send the questions to me would like to stay anonymous, and I respect that. And thank you to all of you. You know yourselves. Thank you so much for reaching out and sending me those questions, and I am glad to have given the answers to you guys. So I hope that you have a great Palm Sunday, and that positive things follow you. I hope you can see goodness in things that are happening, regardless of what is happening. See some kind of change. Be positive, and do those things that you love to do. If you love taking pictures like me, I just take those pictures and enjoy myself and explore the horizons. You know how much I love walking. I love walking. I'll go out, take a walk, and just enjoy myself. Do those things that make you happy in this time. Explore in that new talent, in that new venture. Do something new out there, and just don't be miserable. Don't be sad and all grouchy and come out of this quarantine the same way that you went in. Be that different person. Bring out a different vibration. When you come out, you should feel like you actually achieved more than you achieved when you were just in a normal lifestyle. Do those things. Be happy, be joyful, share love, bake, cook, learn a new recipe, do something. Eat your favorite ice cream, go running, exercise, do something that will make you happy, and be the best version of yourself. Don't be miserable, guys. Don't be in this quarantine being all miserable. Oh my God, I'm so miserable and stuff. Be happy and be content that you have the things that you have, and you have people that are around you that love you. Don't be miserable, guys. Do not be miserable. And I hope that you'll have a happy Sunday. Take care, guys, and I hope you do subscribe to my channel. Do those good things. Like, subscribe, share with other people. If you like the content, share with other people. If you don't generally, and you know somebody that might be inspired and be excited to watch me, please let them see this good stuff and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed Q&A with Angel. Bye bye.